Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to Michael in the Morning. Today is Wednesday, November 18th, 2020, and this is your second stimulus check and second stimulus package update. We have a lot of big news from Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, Chuck Schumer, and Joe Biden on the status of the second stimulus package. Joe Biden urged Congress to pass a second stimulus bill right now this week, and we're going to go over a couple of other pieces of information as well. So let's get right into the updates. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell criticized the Democratic stimulus plan on Tuesday, just a day after President-elect Joe Biden, in his first major economic speech to the American people, told Congress that they need to pass a bill now. He pushed Congress to pass a bill now. McConnell tweeted that House Democrats' so-called HEROES Act, it's so unserious that it was condemned by the Speaker's own moderate Democrats the instant Nancy Pelosi put it out. He then went on to say that huge tax cuts for rich people in blue states, but no second round of Paycheck Protection Program, those are their priorities. McConnell was basically saying that it makes no sense what's in this bill right now. He was alluding to a provision in this bill that would waive the $10,000 cap on state and local tax deduction, better known as the SALT tax, for 2 years. And experts have said that this would benefit the wealthy taxpayers. In addition to this, when asked whether or not discussions would take place this week and whether they could get a bill passed this week, Mitch McConnell said that the Democratic congressional leaders and President-elect Joe Biden seem to support a $2.5 trillion bill or nothing at all. Bottom line is McConnell said that a bill valued about $500 billion is something that he would pass. That's narrowly targeted at schools, healthcare providers, PPP program, and liability protections. But he's not just going to settle on a Democratic bill that's over $2 trillion. He said that doesn't make sense for the economy. The U.S. economy can't afford to spend that much money on stimulus, and he thinks a $500 billion bill is what the economy needs. On Monday, Biden pressed Congress to approve the $3.4 trillion stimulus plan, which is known as the HEROES Act, which includes $1,200 direct stimulus payment, $600 federal boosted unemployment benefits, significant state and local government aid, and more funding for virus testing and contact tracing. Biden said that the refusal of Democrats and Republicans to cooperate with one another is not due to some mysterious force beyond our control, but instead it's a conscious decision by both sides. He said ultimately, though, if they can decide not to agree on a bill, they can definitely decide to cooperate and come to an agreement as well. He said they just need to come to that decision and agree. Republicans have largely been against passing the HEROES Act since Democrats passed it in May, and there's little indication that this has changed. Joe Biden has said that he would be willing to pass this bill, but still, Senate Republicans don't seem like they want to pass this at all. They've called for a slimmer $500 billion relief plan, but nothing more than that. In a letter to Mitch McConnell on Tuesday, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi asked the Kentucky Republican to join them at the negotiating table this week so that they can work to pass a bipartisan stimulus relief agreement to crush the virus and save American lives. In the letter, they go on to call for money for schools, small businesses, state and local government, boosted unemployment benefits, direct stimulus checks, because the Democrats wrote that the pandemic and economic recession will not end without help from the government. So both Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi have signaled that they want to pass a stimulus bill before the end of this year, before Biden takes office, but neither leader has showed willingness to negotiate and yield ground. They're both holding still on what they want. The Republicans want to pass $500 billion. Nancy Pelosi wants over $2 trillion. On top of lawmakers in Congress, economists have implored lawmakers to approve another stimulus package to keep struggling Americans and businesses afloat, especially as we're seeing virus cases start to increase. Some states and cities have reimposed lockdown restrictions to prevent the virus's spread, and now the U.S. has reached over 11 million cases total since the start of the pandemic, and over 150,000 cases each day in the last 7-day average. So with that being said, many individuals and businesses need more government support, and right now lawmakers are focusing on passing the must-pass spending bill to keep the government afloat and prevent a government lockdown, and they need to get that passed before December 11th. This is good news for stimulus because lawmakers could potentially include stimulus in this government spending bill. So anyways, that's what's going on with the second stimulus check and the second stimulus package as of Wednesday, November 18th, 2020. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.